Hey there, rock stars, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my replay crew. While we wait for everybody to kind of hop on in today, I figured I could just talk a little bit about what's been going on and kind of about the stream. So typically with my stream, we try not to assume anybody's guilt. We'd stick to the facts, and try to speculate as little as possible. So that's kind of the gist of the stream, and we're going to be talking about everything that's been happening since the last time I updated, which I realized was September 30th, which is crazy. That doesn't seem right. I don't know. I'll have to double check that. But it's been a while. A lot's been going on with me, so I'm really happy to be jumping back in though. Crystal, my girl Crystal is back. Welcome. Hello. Welcome to the stream. It's so good to have you on here. I can't believe you jumped on so quickly. So thank you for joining. Sorry I've been gone. It's been insane. My birthday just passed this weekend actually, and so my mom came into town. It's been really hectic, but I'm happy to be back and covering Gabby's case and going into covering more missing persons cases. The only update I've really had the chance to find out about, I haven't even watched any coverage of, is the autopsy report like fully coming out. So I figured we could talk about that. I should have gotten my AirPods, but oh well. Let me know. Have you seen any more updates, Crystal? Have you guys seen any more updates? Because I am unfortunately very behind. But I think I definitely needed a little bit of a break. Because I'm sure as everybody does, because it's intense. It's very intense. So let me pull up really quick some of the stuff I've been seeing. Crystal said I was watching another video and saw. Oh wait, I I love how I'm like saying it out loud when I can just show you. Um, Thank you. That means a lot to me. And thank you doubly. I wanted to originally do like a, I don't know, maybe a birthday stream at some point, but obviously I was not in town, so that did not happen. But I am gonna post some stuff soon about my birthday probably. Like I'm probably gonna do a little mini recap just to like celebrate. I went on like a little road trip with my mom, so that was really fun. Let's see here. Let me just pull up the stuff that I saw. All right. Oh, I didn't know there was a press conference that the coroner held. I also saw that I saw that her parents spoke out again, I want to say. Um Danette says, when was your birthday? Mine was the 9th. I'm not sure if you were here before, but if you were, welcome back. If not, welcome. Thanks for joining the conversation. Mine was the day before yours. Actually, it was the 8th. It was Friday. So it's been almost a week, which is crazy. But that like entire weekend and this week has been like a whirlwind. Like between going on the trip and getting ready for that and getting ready for company, having my mom stay here, and then going back to work. Going back to work is like the worst after you leave because then you have to like catch up with a bunch of stuff that's been left for you. So we're chugging along. At least it's a short week. Did anybody see anything about her parents speaking out? Uh, Crystal said, oh, Danette said happy belated birthday. Also, happy belated birthday to you, Danette. And Crystal said just statements from Gabby's parents. Actually, I gotta get better at multitasking on this thing because I'm so not used to the StreamYard setup. I saw something that they were all wearing blue. Okay, here it is. I found it. I found it. Okay. Now we can do the thing. I feel like I'm out of sync with I was getting into the StreamYard, and then I lost I lost the rhythm a little bit, but that's okay. We'll get back to it. All right. Hopefully that was correct. Okay, cool. Looks correct to me. Okay. Crystal says the press conference was the least informative press conference ever. Are you talking about the coroner's one? I'm assuming because that's the only press conference I'm seeing, and it's 23 minutes. Yeah, from the coroner. Okay, cool. So we're just gonna watch the replay on GMA then, because that was the first one that I found. Let me. Did that make that any bigger? Not really. Okay, that's okay.
So let's say you have to read an incredibly long email
Okay,
from your boss that you have to finish before the big meeting starts in 10 minutes.
Come on. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you guys watch commercials. That's not happening. Wait a minute. Why aren't these earbuds working? Why are these earbuds not working? Can you?
Have the latest. Good morning, Victor.
Why?
Good morning, Michael. By law, the coroner in Wyoming was very limited in what he could.
All right, guys, give me like 1 second. I'll play the very boring coroner press conference for a second. Just because this is not working out, and I need to get my earbuds so that I can interact with whatever's happening because I haven't seen it.
The cause and manner of death to be the cause, death by strangulation, and manner is homicide. By Wyoming state statute, no other information will be released about the autopsy. The only thing that is released in the state of Wyoming is cause and manner of death.
I think they said they can't hear you. Just 1 second.
Should I start over then? Thank you for joining us. Sorry about the audio issue. I'm Dr. Brent Blue, Teton County, Wyoming coroner. After a detailed investigation by our forensic pathologist, our anthropologist, and local law enforcement, with assistance from the FBI, the Teton County Coroner's Office is following the following verdict. In the manner of death of Gabrielle Lenora Petito, we find the cause and manner to be cause, death by strangulation, and manner is homicide. By Wyoming state statute, only the cause and manner of death are released. Their autopsy findings and photographs and that sort of material is not released by state statute. And I'll be glad to entertain some questions at this time.
Hi, Brian. This is Alex with the News and Guide. Could you hear me?
Yes.
I'm curious whether you're able to pinpoint a date of death and when.
All right, guys,
and if you know whether
back.
or when Gabby's remains will be returned to her
Hopefully
family.
you guys can hear me. I'm so sorry that I had to run out. 1 second. Sorry, guys. And I'm being very disorganized at the moment. Okay. Connected? Can you guys hear me still? Can you guys still hear me? Okay, you guys can still hear me. Cool. All right. So Crystal
The remains have been
Can you hear me now? Hopefully that worked. Why does it keep muting me? Okay, there we go. All right. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay now. Sorry about that whole pause in the thing. Hopefully everything's okay now. Let me see. All right. Crystal said Doc the Bounty Hunter went and knocked on Brian's sister's door, but she didn't answer. We also have to cover it because I wasn't here when it happened, or I didn't like, it's been since the last time we streamed, let me put it that way. I know the whole thing of Brian's sister, like, questions being answered that were different than before, or people were taking her responses to new things to, like, say that she was lying about other things. So we gotta backtrack a second too. Let's see. Crystal said, smash those likes. I double dog dare you. Thank you, Crystal. I appreciate it. She said, and she's back. Yay. Okay. Okay, now the question is, can I hear the coroner talking? Okay, he's not saying anything.
Vivian, you are able.
Those are the four choices. When we
I
do an
fixed one
investigation,
issue
we
and
look at
still
the
didn't
crime
resolve the
scene or
original one.
seeing the death,
Excellent.
the scene of the body, the condition of the
No.
body, and findings at autopsy and
Why?
toxicology. And
Oh, it says my AirPods
that
are
is
not
how we
connected. Excellent.
arrive
That's
at
great.
the manner of death.
Super fun.
So it's it really depends on lots of different circumstances.
Okay, now they're working.
Dr. Stephen Fabian
Okay,
again
here
from
we go.
Inside Edition. Can you tell us if the
For whatever reason, only one of my earbuds wants to work. So that's fine. Now I can hear. So we're not going to watch this press conference because Crystal said it was just unhelpful. So let's watch this GMA video finally. Sorry again for that whole shenanigans. And let's not listen to the advertisement. I knew this was going to happen. There we go. All right. Yes, I would like to skip the ads. Thank you very much. Excellent. All right. We're going to pause this and let it load because it's being a little funky. Did anybody watch the, like, her family's interview on ET? Okay, why are you doing this? All right. Here we go. All right, finally. Sorry about that, guys. Oh. Interesting. That looks crazy. I didn't know that was... Oh, no, I didn't know that was a thing. It just looked weird that time. Okay. Now, on to the video. For realsies this time. Okay. This is not, there we go. Okay.
Now to the latest on the Gabby Petito investigation. A coroner reporting the 22-year-old's cause of death as authorities keep up their all-out manhunt for her boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, the only person of interest in the case. Victor Kendo has the latest. Good morning, Victor.
Good morning, Michael. By law, the coroner in Wyoming was very limited in what he could say, but the few details that we learned were very telling. Experts now saying it's clear Gabby Petito's death was no accident.
This morning, the Teton County coroner announcing the results of Gabby Petito's autopsy.
We find the cause and manner to be death by strangulation, and manner is homicide.
The Wyoming coroner calling in outside specialists to work the case, determining Petito likely died 3 to 4 weeks before she was found, putting added emphasis on the final week of August. One of the last times Gabby was reportedly seen alive was at the Mary Piglet's restaurant in Jackson Hole, Wyoming on August 27th, where witnesses say Brian was in an angry confrontation with staff.
She was like, I'm sorry, come on, let's just go. But she was visibly upset. She was crying. And that was really it. You could feel his temper. He was angry.
The 27th was also the same day as the last text message Gabby's mom received from her phone.
Crystal gave me a recap and said sorry for the quick recap. I only mean respect for Gabby. No, I appreciate the recap, and I think that everybody who's been on the stream, and if you're new to the stream, pretty much everybody that you've seen on the stream, and everybody who's not been like respectful about it has been booted. I mean, you guys have all seen that. But I know that everybody who's been on here and who's like stayed on here, especially long term, like you have Crystal, that you've come back multiple videos, which is like so sweet of you. And like it means the world to me that earlier, like a side tangent, but like it means the world to me that like earlier you were like, I like stopped watching a video and like immediately came onto your video, because like that's such a special thing to have with somebody else. Like I don't know, that means a lot. Anyways, I digress. Thank you. I think I've been very lucky in my eye has been twitching. I'm sorry. I've been very lucky in the community, and like we've been all lucky, I think, like in this community, that people have been very respectful. And again, like people like Crystal who have come back. This is at like minimum Crystal's third live stream with us, like hanging out. And I know that Crystal's obviously somebody who's been wanting to be around, wanting to stay around, and wanting to, is I think like all of us, we're all emotionally, I don't know, I don't want to put words in Crystal's mouth, but like, I think a lot of us who are like following this have felt very like deeply impacted by it. So, I think everybody kind of gets the vibe around here. Danette said, my second time here. I thought so. I was like, I know I recognize the picture and the name, but I knew Crystal right away because the Mickey ears photo, and we've like talked so many times at this point. But again, thank you for coming back. And I will definitely remember that this is going to be your third time on the next time you come around. Crystal said, nice vibe here. Thank you for having me. Of course. Oh my God. Thank you for joining me. Thank you both for joining me. And thank you to everybody who's on here. Crystal said, you get me, Mickey ear sister. Love all around. I love the positive vibes. It's like, it's such an interesting thing to like be in this community and like kind of growing this community where we're all talking about something that's really like sad. But at the same time, like we're trying to be positive about things. And I think like, even though it's something sad, we are trying to have like hopeful spirits and like doing something greater out of it. Like, that we're starting to cover other missing persons cases and trying to get the word out for other people and their cases and give them the spotlight that they deserve. So I think it's like a very positive environment. And I really appreciate that from you guys. But going back to what Crystal said earlier, so was her death around 8:22 p.m.? Is that what you meant? So wasn't sure because you used the slash. I know 8:29 would it be that would be the dates between 22nd and the 29th. Not sure what you meant there. Let's see. Aw, Danette, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. That's really, really sweet of you. I think you guys have really big hearts too. Honestly, like it makes me really happy to be in this community where it feels like there's so much love. There are a lot of big hearts in this community, and I appreciate being around you guys. And like on going from like a really sweet topic to like a little bit of a like somber topic, I will say. Because it said 3 to 4 weeks before she was found. Dates. Okay. Man, they were only able to get it down to a week. Like, she was seen the 27th.
2 days later, Ryan was reportedly seen hitchhiking alone near Grand Teton State Park. He returned to Florida without Gaby in that white van on September 1st. She was found at the Spread Creek campground 18 days later. Investigators say despite the elements, some DNA evidence was recovered, which could help prove who strangled her.
You lose evidence in those type of conditions, this high elevation, weather, plus wildlife issues as well. But if that DNA, his DNA is under her fingernails, that's pretty damning evidence.
But it's now been nearly a month since Brian Laundrie, the only person of interest named by police, was last seen. Former America's Most Wanted host and victim advocate John Walsh.
Oh no, not with the John Walsh. What did they say if her DNA is found under his fingernails? Because it's been a month. Like, it's been more than that. If she was found on the 19th, it's the 14th of October. That's been a month since she was found, and even more time since she passed. So, what? Like, how are you going to find stuff under his fingernails if it's been almost 2 months? Even if you do find him right now. That would have been scrubbed out. That would have been replaced by other germs. That doesn't make any sense. Crystal said she was not buried. Okay, yeah, that when he said, I was wondering about the wildlife thing, because I was like, it must be the elements in the wildlife that they were able to, but you would, I don't know, I guess like probably we've all probably watched a lot of like, I know I had when I was younger, like a lot of like Law and Order, CSI, and like that, all of that stuff is like very you know, it's dramatized. Like, you're not gonna find out for the most part the exact minute that somebody died if they were killed. Like, Danette said there was a time on another channel I watched and figured that she died around the 27th and that Brian was at a store using Gabby's credit card on the 30th. Yeah, there's gotta be some. Well, she did say Crystal did say to the 29th. Danette said they won't say. Crystal said, I haven't heard anything about either of their fingernails and any DNA. Sorry, my brain works faster than my fingers. LOL. I honestly, sometimes my brain works faster than my mouth. It will spit out the words, so it's okay. Let alone type it. All right, let me see. I'm going to go back like 10 seconds.
Says he's turned over more than 100 tips to the FBI.
I talked to Joe. I talked to Gabby's father.
Mad.
He said, John, I just pray we get him.
About this man.
The Laundrie family attorney telling ABC News, Gabby's death.
We pray that you shut the fuck up, John Walsh. You sick bastard. God, he's such an asshole. For anybody who's on here, any of my replay crew, or anybody who's on here that doesn't understand why I get mad about John Walsh, it's because on national television, and we covered it in a past live stream, on national television, John Walsh said the best thing that Brian Laundrie can do is to kill himself. And in my opinion, that is never okay. It's never okay to tell somebody to kill themselves, especially on national television. And that has intense ramifications to the way that people treat each other in real life. So fuck that guy. No. We don't want to see John Walsh around here. No. John Walsh, opposite. He's an, I guess, if anybody watches H3, I just like immediately was like, friend of the pod. Absolutely not. Enemy of the pod.
Evidence in those type of conditions is high elevation and weather, plus wildlife issues as well. But if that DNA, his DNA is under her fingernails, that's pretty damning evidence.
Okay, if his DNA is under her fingernails, okay, I flipped that because I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Makes zero sense. How would it be under his still? I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That would be pretty damning evidence. Danette said he asked the coroner the same question, but in 2 different ways. I'm not sure what question. Sorry. I think my brain is also working way too fast and just jumping very quickly. Hey, Dragon Man is back. What is up? Hold on. I know that you told me the name that you want. This is why, you know, I usually make a list because I like to remember everybody's stuff, and I usually write down people's nicknames or like what they actually want to be called. For some reason, I'm thinking DJ or John, but I feel like that is incorrect. So, Dragonman, please remind me, I'm sorry, what it is that you would like to be called instead of Dragonman. But welcome back. It is awesome to have you back. We are in the middle of this GMA video where John Walsh rears his ugly head at all of us. Dragonman, I'm pretty sure you were around when we had that whole John Walsh discussion. Enemy of the pod now, officially.
Just pray we get him.
John Walsh, not Dragonman. Okay, Dragonman is fine. Cool. Cool beans. Watch, I'm gonna get off the pod, or I'm gonna get off the stream, and I'm gonna all of a sudden remember what it is that Dragonman said before.
Of interest in relation to Gabby Petito's demise. At this time, Ryan is still missing, and when he is located, we will address the pending fraud charge against him. Gabby's mom firing back at Laundrie's attorney, saying his words are garbage.
So far, Brian Laundrie has been charged with unauthorized use of Gabby Petito's credit card. Technically, he's a person of interest in her disappearance. Guys?
The Laundrie family attorney telling ABC News, Gabby's death at such a young age is a tragedy. Ryan is only considered a person of interest in 100 tips to the FBI.
I talked to Joe.
No, I don't want to hear your voice.
I just pray we get him.
The Laundrie family attorney telling ABC News,
I guess that was
Gabby's death at such a young age is a tragedy. Ryan is only considered a person of interest in relation to Gabby Petito's demise. At this time, Ryan is still missing, and when he is located, we will address the pending fraud charge against him. Gabby's mom firing back at Laundrie's attorney, saying his words are garbage.
Can we get that in context? That was ridiculous.
With unauthorized use of Gabby Petito's credit card, technically he's a person of interest in her disappearance. Guys?
All right, Victor, thank you for that. For more now, let's bring in ABC News Chief Legal Analyst Dan Abrams. And Dan, what is this?
I want to know, we're going to pause this. I would like to know when somebody changes from being a person of interest to a suspect. Do they have to be like in person? Is that what it is? Like they have to be in custody or able to be put in custody to be a suspect? Or are they, is that not a legitimate criterion? Maybe their law enforcement is doing this in this situation to kind of quell the public? Ooh, Crystal, show me the receipts. Show me the receipts. I hope they just please destroy that man. Crystal said today the Laundrie family lawyer made a statement about John Walsh you might find entertaining. I hope that the entertaining is not being sarcastic and not that they were praising him. Because it's very aggravating. Like, that will never, to me, John Walsh is, like, I never really, let me back up. Let me form all my thoughts in my brain for a second. John Walsh, to me, has never been somebody who's been really on my radar. He's not somebody that I very much was impressed with or in awe with or had this big respect for. He was just kind of there for me. But any potential respect I had for the man, any kind of, just general, you have general respect for people, right? And or anything above that. If he could have gained more respect from me or admiration or anything like that, any kind of positive affiliation with him, he has, just with that one sentence, has completely lost any kind of credibility, respect. Like none of the positive feelings at all are happening with John Walsh. Ooh, okay. Oh wait, you said the Laundrie family lawyer. I don't know why I processed that as the Petito family for some reason. He did not praise him at all, the opposite. Okay, we're gonna have to find this out. Yeah, I think a lot of people are making these comments. Said that John and Dog use the situation to dust off their career. I think a lot of people are making that kind of comment right now. So let's see really quick. Let's see if we can find out. This man is all over the damn news. Yeah, this was the other thing, in case anybody wasn't around. He also calls them the dirty laundries. Or dirty laundry, which is ridiculous. It's so aggravating. Nobody's talking about this? Alright, hold on. Really? Is there a video, or is it, do you know of a video that's gonna have that info in it at all? So I'm not getting anything. Alright, I'm going to play, what is this? We're gonna also add that to the queue. Alright, so I'm gonna play the video, what the Petito family said in their interview, and then in the meantime, while we're listening to that, or while I'm listening to that, you guys are watching, I will see if I can find that statement from the lawyer. Oh man, there's a freaking ad. Alright, I won't subject you guys to these ads. Okay, I'm not gonna subject myself to these ads either. Alright, in the meantime, I'm gonna look up the lawyers. No, thank you. Damn, okay, this just happened like 3 hours ago, so. Oh my god, okay. Okay. I found it. I don't think there's gonna be. No. Why are you doing this? Sorry, guys, 1 second. Let me just set up the video for when we watch it. Crystal said, I believe a statement was given to that Brian guy from WFLA. That's the news station from Florida. So on WTRF, because that was just not the one that, this is the oldest one, I guess. It says, family attorney calls John Walsh publicity hungry after TV host shares theories on Laundrie's whereabouts. Let me see if I can find it on WFLA really quick. I feel bad for the Brian guy. Like the Brian guy at WFLA. Could you imagine? Okay. Oh, there's also this one. Okay, hold on. Okay. All right, we're gonna send me these things. And then we're gonna talk about them so you guys can actually witness them on the screen instead of me speaking them out to you as if I didn't have this technology that I have. Is Fox News the first one that had this? 1 second. What the hell? There was already a special on ID about her case. Are you kidding me? That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. All right, 1 more second. Sorry, guys. Crystal said, sorry, sent you on a wild goose hunt. It's okay. Totally okay. This is how I get the information. Because I can't be in all places at once, you know? And so it's really helpful when you guys help me out with tips and stuff. Now, if my computer could just calm down just a little bit. No, wait, I don't need that one twice. Come on. Copy. Paste. Okay. Alrighty. Now we can hopefully get this going. All right. Oh, are you serious about this guy? Come on, man. All right, here we go, guys. And screen. All right. Family attorney calls John Walsh publicity hungry after TV host shares theories on Laundrie's whereabouts. The attorney for Brian Laundrie's family slammed TV host John Walsh Thursday over theories he shared about Brian Laundrie's whereabouts during a special report on the Gabby Petito case. Walsh, host of I'm Not Gonna Say, because he doesn't need any more publicity. Come on. Said in a new interview he believes Laundrie could be in Mexico, but that wherever he is, he believes his parents are helping him. Annoying. This man is annoying. Come on. Crystal says, I have an earbud in 15 plus hours a day. I'm always listening to something. Kids are loud. That's fair. I'm also always listening to something too, to be honest. Like they're dying because I listen to stuff all day at work. Quote, the parents are what's keeping him out there, Walsh said on Wednesday on Gabby Petito ID special report. That is so, it's like, oh my God. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Between this freaking fool and Dr. Phil, ban life to vanished. Why did that kind of sound like Dr. Phil? Wait a minute. Why did I sound... Did anybody else think I sounded like Dr. Phil? That was really weird. Like, between those two, I'm just... Oh my God. In response, the Laundry's attorney, Steve Bertolino, told Fox, dusty relics like that dog and John Walsh need a tragic situation like this so they can clear the cobwebs off their names and give their publicity-hungry egos some food. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? I'm deceased. I am deceased. Oh wow, that is what, shut up. I hate these ads. Sorry. Wow. Wow. Crystal said crazy, right? Yeah. 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 Oh wow. Okay, can we just read that? We're gonna read that one more time. We're gonna read that one more time. Just for the people in the back. One more time for the people in the back. Dusty relics like that dog and John Walsh need a tragic situation like this so they can clear the cobwebs off their names and give their publicity hungry egos some food. Yeah, literally I am deceased right now. Deceased. Wow. I can't believe. I can't believe. I literally can't believe that. A Fox reports that a spokesperson said Walsh had no comment on the lawyer's attack. Of course he didn't. Of course he didn't. No, sir. No, you're not gonna say anything back. No, not at all. You're not gonna grow a backbone all of a sudden and actually like say something when you're getting called out on your bullshit. Like, I'm not saying this towards Dog. Like, I don't have an opinion on Dog. Like, I think I'm hoping that he's trying his best. I think that John Walsh needs to take a seat and not be doing this shit because I think what he's saying is incredibly damaging. Project Achieva is back. Welcome back, and said, go ahead and dust your shoulders off. Oh my God. Oh shoot. Of course Dog slammed him back. Oh, are we ready for this? However, Dog said, quote, it's ironic that Mr. Bertolino would criticize the people trying to find Brian Laundrie unless perhaps he doesn't want him to be found. Ooh! 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 Ouch! Ouch! Y'all all need to go to the ER. Y'all all got burned. Shit. Ouch. Ouch. That was a good comeback. I'm not even gonna lie. But I feel like Dog says it out of like in this scenario, it kind of feels like Dog says it because he's genuinely out here trying to find Brian and do some shit. Whereas John Walsh, what he doing? What he doing out here? Other than telling people to unalive themselves. What he doing? Like, of course he's not gonna have any rebuttal. Because he's not out here for anything. Freaking jerk. I'm talking about John Walsh as a jerk. President Chiva says, "Dog's right though." I mean, that definitely seemed to have shut up the attorney. So, I guess, ding, 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 dog wins. To be honest, here. Crystal said, "I already dead again." R.I.P. Rip. Dude, I literally, it's incredible. The whole thing is, what a freaking, can we just say, what a freaking media circus? Like, in what other case are attorneys out here? Are they really out here calling people dusty relics? Like, where, what? Oh my god. And you know what? I feel a little bad, like this media circus has happened, but like, at least we're able to, like, if y'all are laughing with me from beyond the screen, like, at least we're able to, like, not be, like, hella depressed about this and, like, be here, talk about it, and continue to shine a spotlight and not, like, have it be, like, a terrible downer in our life, because, like, then, like, nobody's case would be helped. So, you gotta laugh at this stuff. Like, at this, like, ridiculousness between Dog and John Walsh and the lawyer. Like, when these moments happen, you have to take them and laugh, because if not, you're just gonna be upset. You need the comedic relief. Damn, Dog just burned Bertolino to hell. News Nation reports that Bertolino issued a statement on Wednesday via text calling Petito's death a tragedy, but doubled down on Laundrie being only a person of interest in her death. I mean, that is his job as an attorney to say that. And it's not incorrect. He is only a person of interest at this point. Brian Laundrie has been named are we going back into this? We're just gonna have a whole recap. Yeah, can we just say that I was gonna bring this up because I saw it coming up on my feed today. Why are they still here? Why are they still at the Carlton Reserve? Why do they keep going back there? Either there's something, or somebody's leading them on a wild goose chase, or what? I don't understand. I don't understand what it is about this reserve that has been like a magnet for law enforcement. And then lots of conspiracies and blah, 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 blah. Did you see? I saw something today that said, like, Brian Laundrie spotting in the Bahamas. Like, the next thing they're going to say is Brian Laundrie was spotted on the goddamn moon with the Martians waving high. Like, ridiculous. Does he really not? Does he really not have a license in Florida? I mean, like, technically, he's not, like, he's not practicing in court, right? So, like, he's not, there's no case to, like, I don't know. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out. I saw that. LOL. He's not in the Bahamas. Could you imagine just Brian Laundrie calmly like, just calmly sipping on, like, a Bahama Mama on the beach with a little umbrella on the top of the damn thing, and we all looking like goddamn fools? Could you imagine? Oh man. All right, let's find out. Let's find out about what Crystal said about the what is it? Stephen Bertolino? Is that what his name is? Is his first name Stephen? Steve Bertolino. Let's find out. We also have a new person to the stream. Welcome. I'm gonna hope that I don't butcher your name. But my only instinct is to say Feroz. So you let me know if that's correct. I haven't heard anything about his insurance. I don't know about that. You'll have to let me know where you found that out or where you heard that. Crystal says he practices in New York. He's a bankruptcy attorney. Jeanette says, LOL. Rose says, that's what I was thinking for the longest time. All right, this is for us like speculating a lot, but we're gonna allow it because I don't feel like it was too big of a reach. Yeah, we're gonna just. I'm not co-signing anything because I'm not assuming that anybody did anything or that anybody used unaliving as an exit plan. I'm sorry, Feroz. I'm trying really hard to like stay neutral as best as I can, except for on John Walsh, public enemy number one. But I mean, it is possible. Maybe that's why they keep going back to the Carlton Reserve, is because they think that he ended it all in the reserve. Who knows? I think that's been a conspiracy since the beginning, though, is that, you know, he went off somewhere and ended it all. But yeah, the Mia case is really upsetting for me, too. I actually started covering her. I've done one video on her. I'm planning on going back and doing updates on Mia tomorrow. So if you have anything on Mia's kid, like a sideline, if Feroz or anybody that's in the chat, like if you guys have anything, any updates that you guys want me to cover from the Mia case, the only thing I really have had the chance to cover was everything that happened from the day that her body was found beforehand. So anything past that, any information that came up after that, please let me know, because I would like to cover it tomorrow. Fro said, "LOL, I tried to stay as neutral as long as I could, but everything just keeps pointing to Brian. It doesn't make sense otherwise." I mean, I could totally see why you would feel that way. I just personally, especially like publicly on my platform, I try my best to stay neutral, except for John Walsh. Just because I think it's important, especially in public spaces and on public platforms where people do come around, a lot of people can come around, to continue to stay neutral when I'm somebody who's presenting the facts. You know, I've never said that he did it. I've never said that I think, you know, XYZ about him, his character, his motivations, you know, whether or not, you know, a lot of people were speculating that this was a domestic violence thing and that he was the perpetrator, the starter of that. I don't like to say that. I don't like to say that either way. I've always said, who knows? Maybe it was DV. Maybe they both partook in it. You know, sometimes that happens. Sometimes it's not, you know, all that you see. So I try really hard to stay neutral and stay on the facts, just because I am somebody who's on a public platform presenting the facts and doing this out of, you know, bringing people together and feeling the sense of community, since we all do feel so strongly about this case, and also to shed a light on the subject and continue talking about it, because that's the way that we're going to get the answers and hopefully bring, you know, help bring out the truth. So that's kind of my thought process. And again, I'm somebody who really thinks that it's not my job to assume anybody's guilt or say that anybody's guilty. That's the job for the jury, the justice system. There is a reason that they're there in place. And, you know, I live in this country. Brian Laundrie lives in this country. Gabby Petito lived in this country and will forever be here, you know, and we are afforded certain rights when you live in the US. And that is to have fair and speedy trial and, you know, a just, balanced trial with a balanced jury of your peers. You know, there's these rights that we are afforded, and to me, it's in my job as somebody who presents these cases to allow the justice system to take their place and to make that call, because I'm not, you know, I'm not a jury. I'm not Like I've always said, I'm not judge, jury, or executioner. Ooh. Crystal said her funeral was this weekend, I think, and then corrected herself and said last weekend. I think she's talking about Mia, so I'm gonna have to find out about that. I think I did hear something about that. Danette says, Mia case. I haven't heard about that one. Gotta check it out. Yes, her name is Mia Mcconnell. She was a 19-year-old woman. Just like a brief update. I know this is not what this stream is about, but she's a 19-year-old woman who was living in Orlando, Florida, which isn't very far. It's probably about an hour and a half from where Brian and his parents are living. And she went missing. There's been a question of the only suspect who seems to have gained access to her apartment before she went like missing. He ended up evading police custody and then unalived himself. He ended it all. And so now we're probably never going to get the full answers because he's seemingly the last person who would have seen her. And there was a lot of evidence in her house suggesting that there was, according to the family, her room was not in the way that it would have been and that it was off. So there's a lot to that case. It was really horrible when we all found out, I think, that he did kill himself because he was the one person that everybody was hoping for answers from. And then it was even worse when it came out that she was found, her body was found, her remains were found. So it's just one of those things. And it's happened side by side to the Gaby case almost, which is really interesting in the dichotomy of it all. But I would suggest looking into it. I didn't do a stream on it. I will be streaming about Mia tomorrow. Project Shiva said, Natty, your neutrality is admirable. That's why I'm here. Good to hear all viewpoints. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I think that's what's gonna we've had this really good community growing between us all, and Project Shiva's come back, Danette and Crystal and Dragon Master and so many other people who have come back over and over again. And I think it's the neutrality thing is going to keep people kind of balanced. I'm not particularly a fan of the streams who talk about these sort of things and immediately it's like off to the races with a certain viewpoint or stating as if something happened when it's never been corroborated. I.e. immediately saying that Brian is guilty and as if it was a fact. And that I think that leads to a lot of hate in the discussion and a lot of vitriol. And that's just not what I want to be around. And I think that's what you guys seem to be about. People who've come back to my channel don't want to be in that negative spiral of just vitriol. It's just, I don't think that's anybody's vibe here. And I appreciate that. Crystal said, Mia's funeral was last weekend. Sorry, typing and cooking. That is totally okay. I also need to eat and cook soon. Soon-ish. We'll see. Jameson, welcome to the chat. Sorry, I probably said your name a little weird. I was like reading it out loud and also taking it in. Because I was like, my brain thought like 3 different names at the same time, but I know it's Jameson. Said, allegedly, Mark O'Mara and Jose Baez have had preliminary discussions with the Laundrie family, assuming that he is found and brought to trial. If I am not mistaken, I recognize the name Jose Baez, and that was the man who was Casey Anthony's attorney. Obviously that is a huge case that will probably definitely one of those cases that is in the collective consciousnesses of the public in general, whether or not you follow, the news and or true crime, like it's something that everybody knows about. But I know that before even, I think her body was discovered, like before Gabby's body was discovered, that some buddy went to Jose Baez, i.e. Casey Anthony's attorney, and asked, you know, are you going to be the attorney for them? Would you want to be, whatever? And he said he wasn't the attorney, nor did he have the time or energy for that case. And it was just kind of like, I don't want to be near that thing with a 10-foot pole, essentially, in like the most professional way possible. So I don't think that that's gonna happen with Jose Baez. Okay. Jameson said O'Mara got Zimmerman off. That would be insane. Also, can I just say, I am proud Floridian, but god damn it, you know, now that Jameson said that, I didn't even think about that. What is it with Central? Like, I know Florida man, I'm proud to be of the state in which Florida man resides. I think Florida man is hilarious for the most part, you know, when it's the comical ones like Florida man wrestles a gator, la 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 la. You know, that's fucking hilarious to me. But like, what is it? What's in the water in Central Florida? Because what is it with all these like high level cases happening in Central Florida? Between Zimmerman, Casey Anthony, now Ryan Laundrie / Gabby Petito, and the Mia Mcconnell case, they all happen, these huge media frenzy cases in Central Florida. What's in the water in Central Florida? As someone explained to me, what is that about? It's so interesting to me why all of these cases surrounding this one area that blew up. Is it the amount of people? But then I have to think, well, there's Miami, there's LA, there's New York City. I feel like in the especially in this day, you know, the last decade and a half, maybe decade, that's a lot of cases. 4 cases that blew up. 4? That's a lot. Is that not just me? That's a little weird. Yeah, okay. I thought it was TMZ. Thank you so much, for clearing that up. Just like going back and recapping the comments really fast. I read an article which I thought quoted Baez saying that his caseload was too big to take on the Laundries. That's what I had heard before, and that it was TMZ, which is what I was thinking. Crystal said Brian's parents came outside a few nights ago to pick up some laundry. God damn it, laundry baskets. Somebody's gonna make a goddamn joke about that. Protesters threw at them, and to get the mail, they also took a big sign down that had Gabby's face. Are you serious? They threw laundry baskets at them? That's fucked up. Come on. Is it the same like lady and man? Is it the same 2 people from all that time ago? Because that's just, oh my god, it's harassment at this point. I don't think that's okay. I don't think what these people are doing is okay. What, you know, if people are protesting peacefully, that's not a problem. You know, you have the right in this country to protest. But what these 2 individuals are doing crosses the line from protest into harassment, in my opinion. In my very unlegal opinion, I am not a lawyer. But these people being there day and day, you know, day and night, hour on the hour, shouting, telling them, "Don't you want me to leave?" It's and not like legal blackmail, in like blackmail in like the traditional legal sense, but in a way that kind of is blackmailing behavior, to be like, well, if you want me to stop doing this thing that you don't like, this thing that's harassing you, then you need to do what I say you do. That seems a little bit fucked up. You know, they've also been putting out things that have been stating that Brian Fact was a wanted murderer with his face on it. That's defamation. You can't be doing these things. And I don't know how the cops haven't been called on them for a noise ordinance, because there's plenty of them everywhere. So I don't understand. But yeah, in my opinion, that crosses a line from protesting to harassment, and it's not okay. Going to the what's in the water in Orlando. Project Diva says swamp water. Crystal said, sorry girl, you live near weirdos, lol. Yeah, I don't live in Florida right now, but eventually I will move back and I will continue to live with all of the weirdos. It's okay. I am a fellow weirdo, just not the same way. Ridiculously said gator poop in the water. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's like bat poop, gator poop. I don't know. K-Briggs says, how does the lawyer know Brian is alive? I don't think there's anything that he said that has been... There's a difference between a lawyer, you know, talking about Brian generally and confirming that he is alive. He can assume that his client is alive. He can hope that, but I don't think he said anything that said, Brian is alive. Like, there's a difference. Also, Kay's been here before. Welcome back to the stream. Furrow said, interesting at Jameson. Maybe he's consulting with him to provide some interim support while they look for someone else, or he has a personal relationship and getting him to dump other cases for laundries. Crystal just like fix a typo. It's all good. It's all good, girl. We know what you meant. It's all good. Furrow says, yes, I don't agree with vandalism, harassment, and threats against their family, particularly the kids. Yeah, none of that is okay, and I appreciate you backing me up on that one. Jeanette says, I don't think it's topping my city Modesto and Scott Peterson. My daughter's boyfriend's mom worked with Lacey Peterson. Lacey Peterson, which case is that one? I know that case. Hold on. Is that the case I'm thinking of? We're gonna derail for a second. Lacey Peterson. Okay, this was a different one that I was thinking of. But I do remember reading and watching stuff about this one. Oof. How you gonna kill your wife and dismember her? Oh my god. God damn. Ugh. Project Achieva said, threw baskets on their lawn, not at them. I still think that's not okay. Still not great. He said, why didn't the laundries hire someone to mow their lawn, for goodness sake? That's kind of hilarious. I feel like nobody wants to be affiliated with them. So even if they call a billion places, nobody's gonna want to go out there. Like, to be completely frank. Jeanette said sad place. Yeah, no, 100%. That's horrible. I side note, I eventually want to start doing some and I'm sure you guys have probably heard me say this before, but we're gonna start doing more missing persons cases. So let me know if you guys know of anybody that you would like me to cover. I also would like to do some, you know, missing person cases that have been solved, both like happy endings and not so happy endings, like the Lacey Peterson thing. I think I want to start with like happy endings first, just to give everybody a little bit of hope and you know, do something, I guess, a little bit more uplifting. But let me know. You know what? I think I'm gonna make like a Google Doc or something where people can, you know, add in their, you know, what they would like me to cover. Maybe like a Google form, maybe, of like what missing persons case they would like me to cover, like active missing persons case or past missing persons case that has been solved. And then probably split it up, you know, happy ending, sad ending. Ta-da. Crystal said, why don't you smile for your thumbnail? You look too sad, or maybe mad. I feel weird. I keep, also, you guys have maybe noticed, maybe not, I keep using the same photo just because I haven't had time to make another one. I think a lot of people who start doing like true crime and stuff use the same kind of batch of photos. Sorry, my eye is like twitching like crazy. But I've always contemplated this, but I feel weird smiling in a missing persons case. It feels like kind of disrespectful. Like, I don't know how else to word it. Like, it's like, could you imagine? It's just like think about it logically. It's like, you know, we'll make up a case so it's not as bad. Joe Smith was found dismembered in a ditch. Like, missing persons, Joe Smith was found dismembered in a ditch. And I'm like, I don't know, that seems weird. Like, because at first you think, well, it's a thumbnail. You're gonna smile for it, right? But then when you start putting the thumbnail together, you're like, yeah, no, I can't just be like, Karen Robinson was, found bludgeoned to death today. Fun times. Peace and love. Peace and love. Like, it just don't work. It's just one of those things. Now if I'm like making a Disney vlog, then it's great. I'm smiling next to Mickey with my Mickey ears on. But yeah, it's just not it, Ridiculously says, it feels inappropriate to look like you're happy about the subject. Yeah, exactly. That is my that's accurate. My feelings on paper. Thank you. Or text it out, I guess. Crystal said maybe go for a puzzle lick, or like you're interested in finding out more. Was that a good one? No. I don't know how I would do that. Maybe I'd just be like, how would I contort my face to look like I'm interested? The thing is, when I'm concentrated though, or when I'm interested in something, I usually furrow my brows, and I'm usually like looking crazy. People usually think I'm really mad when I'm concentrated. So, which is it's kind of a nice feature, because when you don't want to be bothered at work and you're looking at the screen and you're like, nobody's gonna bother you, so that's great. But it's not as good. It's not as good for a thumbnail. Project Achieva said, or you can do what other channels do, lots of bright red arrows and circles. It's not my style. I see why people do it, but it's not my style. And I also like to convey, that I am a person who is talking to you, and not just like, I think a lot of times people who do that don't show their face, and there's not like the interactive element. And I think it's important to be like, here, like, present myself in a way, because I am talking with you guys. I'm sitting here talking with you guys. Crystal said, there, perfect. Fro said, oh, put your finger on your chin and look upward in a serious look like this. I can't even do it without laughing. Could you imagine? Nobody's gonna come near me. Nobody wants to watch that. Absolutely not. Roasted as if you were thinking hard about something. I'm just like picturing one of those really bad 80s portraits. What if I just do this with my nose? Does that work? Is that a good look? Crystal said, oh, you crack me up. Love this channel. Smash those likes. I double dog dare you. I love Crystal. She's such a hype man. It's so sweet. Project Chiva said, I'm kidding, LOL. That's fair. It's just not my look. I'm not saying anything bad about those other people. It's just not my look. Ridiculously, you just killed me. That's so accurate. Love the red circles on things that are irrelevant. Also, I love when people clickbait and like that thing is like legit, like not even in the video at all. There was just very sidebar. I don't know if any of you guys are keeping up or have seen anything about the Drake Bell case. Which he just pleaded guilty. But there was some freaking channel. Actually, gross. This channel was like Miranda Cosgrove live on like IG Live. It was Miranda Cosgrove reacts on IG Live to Drake Bell sentencing. And I'm Can you guys hear me? Let me know. Test on that. Can you guys hear me? Anything? Okay. So I said thumbs up, so I'm gonna take that as a yes, we can hear me. And she's back. Okay, cool. Thank you guys. Anyways, so okay, I remember my train of thought. Okay, we're back. So yeah, so with the Drake Bell case, there was somebody that was like, Miranda Cosgrove reacts live to Drake Bell's sentencing. No, she did not. No, she did not. They did the same thing with Josh Peck, like put a freaking stupid screenshot of Josh Peck and pretended. And I'm like, and I was like, this has got to be clickbait. So of course I clicked on it to check the comments. I paused it. I checked the comments and everybody was like, they never said anything about Miranda Cosgrove or Josh Peck. And I'm like, how is this allowed to stay online? Like, how is this allowed? But yeah, it's really frustrating when people do that. Also, you're not allowed to, like, it's against terms of service to, well, like, not necessarily the arrows thing, like, it is what it is, but, like, you can't say that something happens in the video and then it not happen in the video. Like, it's just against terms of service. Rose said, wow, did not know about Drake Bell. Used to see him on iCarly. Yeah. The Drake Bell case, if you guys are not okay with hearing anything about like child SA, don't watch that because it's bad. It is really bad. Yeah, that whole case is fucked up. So if you're not okay with any of that, like if you're not okay with hearing about it, don't go looking for it. I will say that there is full testimony of the victim online from the Zoom court hearing that happened that Drake Bell was at. So fucked up. Anyway, circling back around to Gabby's case. Let me see. I feel like I would like to say that there was a lot of comments, but I don't even know what I would even click on. But Feroza and Danette kind of went on a sidebar about the my brain, the Lacey Peterson case. And apparently it was kind of a similar situation to the Chris Watts over another wanting to be with another woman. So it's messed up. What? 2 years? So I didn't get to watch the video. I just saw that it was up and out. I did watch a video about it. Didn't I? I didn't recall them saying 2 years sentencing. But that's bunk as hell. That is absolutely bunk. But I think that the only charge they really got him on was child endangerment. If anybody knows. Which that wasn't the only piece of it. I mean, the allegations were child endangerment is like, I think what it is that I think it was a plea bargain. But it was, her story was grooming, sexual SA with a minor. You better not. But SAing a minor multiple times, crossing state lines. And then child endangerment is like ridiculous. Child endangerment, that's it? That's it. But now, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but now a lot of his exes are coming out and saying, at least 2 of them have come out and said that, yes, he was they are alleging, 2 of his exes are alleging that Drake Bell was incredibly abusive in every way to them. And that in the middle of that abuse, that alleged abuse, that he was also allegedly going and doing things with underage girls. Many, many, many. One of them literally, I believe, said either 100 or hundreds, but I remember seeing 100 in the text. That's what they alleged. And I think that person was with Drake allegedly for 5 years. So, all right, I'm going to get off the Drake Bell tangent because that bothers me so much. Crystal said the reserve that Brian Laundrie, from the Brian Laundrie case, closed, then opened to the public, then closed for 2 days. Brian's dad was brought into the reserve, opened to the public for a day, and then today, cadaver dogs were brought into reserve. Wait a second. When did that happen? I didn't see anything about that. Also, I might have to grab my charger in a second. We're gonna come on. Okay, we're gonna stop doing this. Not you. Google. Can we not today? That must have been what they were talking about on WFLA. But they didn't say that in the thing. I have so many weird searches. Oh man. Gosh darn it. All right, 1 second. Oh, good. My searches weren't on the thing. I had such random searches that just made no sense. Carlton Reserve. Cadaver dog. Come on. Also, Crystal and Ridiculously both clarified that it was this morning. Also, Project Achieva says that Gabby's body is being released back to her family. Ooh, shoot. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm not even showing you guys anything. Here it is. Cadaver dogs. Human remain detection canine joins. Gosh darn. Okay, let's do this one. This is a pretty good one. Also, fair warning, I am going to go ahead. We're gonna check this into it, and then I'm gonna be saying goodnight because my laptop is dying, and also I need to eat. But I will be back again, like I said, tomorrow, to talk about Mia's case. Oh damn. Oh damn. I don't know if y'all remember this Parkland school shooter. This was fucked up. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. Oh my god, that's another case. Yeah. Sarasota County is now assisting the Carlton Reserve. It's so important to note that the K9 trainer drives a vehicle that says arson investigation on it, but that they have not requested our arson canine investigators. The trainer simply helps train our HRD canines. Okay, random. Not really important to us. Oh my gosh. Why is he so cute? Look at him. Look at him. He's so cute. Look at him with his little tongue flopping out. Look at him. Look at him. You gotta make it a little bit nice, right? Let's see. Yeah, Brian remains missing. Just the same stuff. Give me 1 second, guys. Let's see. I'm gonna pull up some of the things that people are saying. Thank you for Crystal said thank you for coming on. It's so nice to go over cases together. No, thank you guys. It's nice to have you guys to talk to about this. Ridiculously said I'm close to Parkland. That's oh my god. I'm so sorry that you were like near that. That's not it was a terrible situation. Ridiculously said Florida kind of crazy is different. Yeah. Florida is definitely a different kind of crazy. Danette said, do you know what time you will be streaming tomorrow? I'm not 100% sure. I think I'm gonna start. So I'm trying to get into a rhythm with streaming. But I think I'm going to start doing it officially at 7:30, just because I think that's the time that seems to work well because I do tend to have like appointments a couple times a week after work, for like health stuff. And it seems like 7:30 is kind of the spot where if I do end up having to go to an appointment, I'm gonna be available. Which kind of sucks because I'd like to be able to do it at like earlier, like at 5:30. But I think people are able to come on later as well. So I think it kind of works out. So that's 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. I am going to I'm going to try to go ahead and put up a stream reminder as soon as we get off of here. So you can, go ahead and click that reminder thingy. But either way, I would suggest if you are subscribed or would like to subscribe, doing the bell the bell, but also putting it to like all notifications because the custom thing just doesn't really work out. Project Shiva says doggo in a cemetery. Side smiley. I know, but it's a cute doggo in a cemetery, and I'm just gonna pretend like it's because it's spoopy season. It's just spoopy season, doggo. It's okay. It's just spoopy season. Crystal, of course, hyping me up. Thank you, Crystal. Said subscribe and hit that bell button to be alerted about live streams. Yes. And like I said, I'm gonna try my best. Hopefully my laptop doesn't die immediately because we're on 2%. But I will try my best to go ahead and set that notification up as soon as we end the stream. But thank you guys again for hanging out with me. It's so good to see you guys come back again and again. Like Crystal, Project Achieva, and Danette. It's good to have some new people on, like Ridiculously. It was also great to have Dragon Master back. I love to, at the end, if you guys have been here before, I like to shout everybody out. So thank you again to Feroz as well for joining, being a newbie on here. It was awesome having you. Am I missing anybody? I think everybody's been on here pretty much the whole time. Thank you for coming back, Kay Briggs. Thank you, Jameson, for joining. Let me see anybody I'm missing that hopped in the chat. I think that was everybody. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. It's been awesome. Thank you guys for coming back. Thank you for joining. If you're new here, I hope you guys all come back the next time. And thank you for anybody who's been kind of a silent viewer. You are also important and awesome too. So thank you for coming on in. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. EST. I'm excited to hang out with you guys some more and hopefully have some more laughs. That's always nice to have a good time like that. Danette says, sounds good. Project Shiva says, thank you. Krista said, great show. Great people in the chat. And Feroz kind of second that. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to click off immediately as I'm on 1%. I love you guys all so much and stay safe out there. Bye, guys. Good night. Oh, no. Oh, please log me off. Yes, end the broadcast. Oh my gosh. Before my laptop dies. Of course it's spinning. All right, I'm still live, but we're ending the stream now. Thank you guys. Bye.